What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Brian Felix here, bringing you guys another video. Hey, I just wanted to say, man, thank you guys so much for the last video support. Man, that video is doing so good. So I'm gonna just go ahead and continue on here with part two, which is basically the exterior. If you didn't see part one, I'm gonna go ahead and link it somewhere up here. Just make sure you guys check out the cards and stuff like that. And yeah, man, sit back, relax, enjoy the video. This is gonna be the exterior tools must have for 2022. We're gonna go over all the tools and products that I use, all the equipment that I use to make sure that we can, wash the car properly and safely. So make sure you guys sit back, relax, take some notes, and enjoy the video. Let's get into the video. Let's go. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with this detail on the outside. So we're gonna go ahead and wash and wax this vehicle. And before we do anything, we need to have access to electricity, and then we also need access to water. So we're gonna go ahead and plug into the client's water and electricity sources, and we're just gonna go ahead and get set up and stuff like that. Now I know people ask, do you use people's stuff? I'm showing you guys here. Yes, I do. Even though I still have a water tank and all that stuff in the van, I still to this day prefer to use their water supply and their electricity, right? And I see people commenting like, oh well, doesn't that defeat the purpose of being mobile? And quite honestly, like, I don't even know how to answer that. Like, we just use our clients electricity and water. I mean, it's pretty simple. I don't see anything bad from doing that. We're doing the clients a favor by showing up to their home and getting their cars looking brand new, so they don't mind that we use their stuff, right? Now, if you want to go above and beyond and use your own power, your own water, stuff like that, by all means do so. It's your business. You do what you want. But for me and my business, we're using the client's water and the client's electricity, right? It just makes things a lot easier for us. So you guys just got done seeing my nasty wheel bucket there. I mean, it's for the wheels, so it's gonna be dirty. And then this is my washing bucket here. And I, from experience, I actually ended up buying one with a lid because, if it's open, you have wash mitts and stuff in there. It's gonna, get leaves or whatever whatever else can get in there. So this is our pressure washer here. This is literally $100 at Home Depot, 1600 psi Ryobi pressure washer, and that's connected to that hose reel. So I'm just kind of just pointing around to show you guys where the flow is kind of just going through through our pressure washer hose reel, and just kind of like showing you how it works and stuff like that, because I know you guys are probably wondering, because I know I was when I first started. I didn't even know how to set up this thing. So yeah, it's just showing you kind of like the flow of the pressure washer and how it just comes out to the actual gun here. So basically, we use the client's water, the client's electricity, right? And I'm just showing you guys here kind of how it's plugged in. So I have it plugged in right there, and then I have the hose attached to the back of the pressure washer there with that little turn switch, just to like make sure the water flows. Now we're gonna go ahead and get ready for our wash. So we have our citrus wash and gloss soap. Gonna put a little bit on the tire bucket and a lot more on the wash bucket here. And I use it on the wheels because I like that soap activation, whatever. I like the foam, right? And I only use a little bit on the wheels, just to make it more visually appearing and stuff like that. It's not really like gonna clean it a lot better. Our degreaser does put in work, so there's not anything special about it. It's just mainly for looks, just to create some more soap and stuff like that, so you guys can see in the video, or if I'm making a reel or putting the video on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. It's more visually appearing and satisfying to see, like I said. So you guys just saw me spray our wheel acid from that little spray bottle there. I don't use the pump spray because the wheel acid does damage the nozzle and stuff, and I would rather that little cheap bottle is easy to replace rather than the pump spray. They're a little bit more expensive. So I'm just doing like a first rinse on the wheels, if that makes sense. And I'm also just gonna go ahead and get the door jambs while I'm at it, and the gas cap, just because I like to be efficient, just letting that sit there on the wheels for a little bit. I didn't want to be on my phone and just stand around, so I'm just like, okay, what can I do? So I started spraying the door jambs and the gas cap, and now we're just gonna go ahead and simply rinse off that wheel acid and the greaser from the wheels and tires, and then we'll go ahead and clean them up nice and clean, making them look fresh and like new for the client right here. So basically, since I am running solo dolo, I usually just do both wheels and tires on the same side, just because I don't know, it's just quicker, I guess, for me to just knock them both out and then just rinse them both at the same time. So we're just gonna go ahead and clean these up. Make sure that we use our brush for the inside of the wheels and then our smaller brush for the rims and lug nuts. And then we're gonna go ahead and spray the back trunk jam, door jam area. Now this is a very tricky thing, so you gotta kind of just perfect it, from time to time and skills. Just try not to leave that trigger spraying for too long, because you don't want to get water inside the vehicle, especially if you just ended up, finishing the interior detail, which we did in this video here. And if you missed that video, make sure you guys check that video in the link down below, and make sure you leave a comment, like, subscribe. Any questions and stuff like that, make sure you guys comment down below. Alright, so this is our Chemical Guys citrus washing gloss that we use here. I usually just keep the smaller bottle in the van, and I'll just keep the gallon, in the house and stuff like that. But that's what we're gonna use for this wash here. I do have as well Mr. Pink. Shout out to Router's Detail. He recommended I get that. It's a little lighter than this, because if it's a maintenance detail, I'm gonna go ahead and use that Mr. Pink. But this is actually a first time client, first time customer, and I'm trying to remove all the bugs and stuff like that with our super cleaner. I don't think I got a shot of that on camera, but if you guys follow me on Instagram at Mendez Auto Detail, or my personal page at Felix Brian with 2 N's, then you'll see a lot more behind the scenes footage and stuff like that. It's kind of just hard to capture everything on camera when you're busy and trying to knock cars out and make some money. So hopefully you guys understand. Like I said, follow me on Instagram so you guys can see some more behind the scenes footage, me picking up supplies, and kind of just showing you guys what I do in day in life. Make sure you guys check out my Instagram page for sure, and I'm pretty sure you will learn a lot, and I appreciate y'all for taking the time out to follow me and stuff like that. Alright, so I know you guys are curious about the wash mitts that we use. So this is the wash mitt here that we're using on the car, and I actually picked up a 4-pack, I believe, off of Amazon. The brand, I think I showed the brand here in the video, because I don't know how to pronounce the name and stuff like that, but I think that's a 4-pack. Yeah, there's 3 in the bag, 1 on the box right there. So the brand is actually Sealant 4-piece new car wash. You can't go wrong with these wash mitts here. They were pretty cheap, under 20 bucks. Make sure you guys pick them up. And I mean, yeah, let's go ahead and show you guys the next thing that we're using to dry the car, which is the gauntlet drying towel here. So I actually bought a big towel, and then I bought a smaller towel, and I ended up using a bigger towel for this car here. But then after a few cars, it got extremely heavy, and it was just a little bit of work to keep the whole towel on the vehicle, right? So I'm just definitely learn from my mistakes and pick up some smaller towels. But those towels work really good, man. Like, I actually love the towels, but once it's wet, it's kind of just useless at that point. That's the only thing, so maybe you can get 2 cars out of them, but I definitely recommend them because they're really good towels, and they supposedly are less likely to scratch and stuff like that. And shout out to you guys, because you guys were the ones that recommended me to look into those towels. So shout out to you guys. And also, just in case you guys were wondering what I was spraying on the car there, I was using this socket here. I wasn't actually using the bead maker, but these are both of our spray sealant, spray waxes that we use to use as a drying aid when we're drying the car. And I use Shocket for this car here. Now the Shocket works really good. I prefer that over the bead maker any day, but I bought it, so I'm just trying to make sure that I use it and not let it go to waste. So now we're just about done with the wash here, so we're just gonna go ahead and use our Blaster Sidekick here. This is probably like $100 last time that I bought it on Amazon, and I'm gonna go ahead and link it down below for you guys. But I use this for like the small mirrors, just to kind of just blow out in between the cracks and stuff like that. Any hard to reach areas, any standstill water, I'm gonna go ahead and use this to kind of just loosen it up, follow back up with a towel and just dry it up. And then I also like to use it for the wheels, just because the wheels have water on them, and I want to make sure that I can apply tire shine to them, once I am ready to apply tire shine. And if you want to know what tire shine I'm using, this is what we use here. Also by Majestic Solutions. I believe it's called Super Blue, and it works really, 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 really good. One of the best tire shines that I've found ever, and I've tried, a handful of tire shines, trying to find that good, that perfect solid one. And this one was it for me, you guys. Hopefully down the line I can, make my own products and, have my own tire shine the way that I like it. But this one right here is by far the best one that I found, and I definitely recommend you guys check it out. And I don't know if I'm gonna have a link to that, but if I do, then make sure you guys check it out in the link down below in the description box. Alright, so this video didn't come out entirely how I expected it to, but I definitely learned a lot from it. So just expect me to do another one like this, and it'll be way better for you guys. But this is the complete and finished product here. We got tire shine on those wheels, blinging, shining. Got the paint glossy with that ceramic shock and spray wax. This thing is looking really good, really, made the client happy. They actually tipped a very good tip amount. So without further ado, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one. Let's go.